Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So LSU's offense will get the first crack at it here. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Might be looking to run. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air, it's Harvey. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes a move. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So Texas A&M's offense will go to work for the first time today. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
And I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Grab behind the line. It's Ventura. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking to pass. It's Harvey. Gets it out fast. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing,
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender who's seeing the football and swatting it away.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And it'll be down right there. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Nice move to stay on his feet. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well.
And the ball is picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Line gets set, 1st down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to throw. He's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's Jones. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. LSU now operating in the red zone. Looking to go up top on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Harvey. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. With jet sweep pass. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defensive line stands on the result of the play. 4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. The lone back's got it. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Tackled immediately after the catch. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Into the pile, maybe got 1. He stopped at the 21.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage.
And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. Touchdown, LSU! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. You're lacing some blocks so my guy can...
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense when you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage. A nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A strike downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. The Aggies in the hurry-up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Aggie! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. Pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. Going to try to get it himself. Got room to work. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Harvey. He's going to throw deep right side. And he intercepts it. Taking it the other way. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Texas A&M going quickly. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Pocket starts to collapse. Unleashes one. He's open on the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Trying to get to it. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's got room. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Harvey. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. From the gun. He'll take another shot here. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
From the gun, the ground game. And they swarm him under.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Makes the grab on 3rd. At the 45 on his way. There he goes to the right. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. From the red zone, it's Thomas. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just trucks through it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the 2nd half and you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They scored here. We're in for a ball game.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Escapes trouble. Skips away from pressure. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Scanning the field, it's Harvey. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They're going to throw it again. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Unleashes one deep. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Feeling some heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's looking to throw. Escapes the sack. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And there he is, the nation's leader in sacks, coming up with yet another one. Week after week, teams try to find a way to stop this guy. They just can't figure him out. He's too big, he's too fast, and he has a knack for getting to quarterbacks.
Leaves it with the back. He's loose at the 15. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggie. And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Harvey. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Hands it off. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Coming after him. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The Tigers will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Texas A&M going up tempo. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Nope, that'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone. It goes out of the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Now adjusting. Unloads to the right. And wings it incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run Go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Oh, sweet feet. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Now 2nd and 10.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Little touch pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Paul, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Gets it out quickly. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the catch. It's Ventura. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Soft spot in the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass, it's Harvey. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. He's got 67 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. Now he's going to break the pocket. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Looking for a gap. It's Thomas. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Caught close to the marker. It's Ventura. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Wide receiver coming across in motion. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Getting some heat. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. LSU quick to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Hits the spin cycle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch. They'll
go to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding its way up to the 36. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The offense set for a first down play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. To throw, it's Harvey. It's complete to the right. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
It's complete to the left. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Defense has been up to the task so far. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 3. They keep attacking through the air. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Louisiana. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, we'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Looking to throw for it. Snares it outside. It's Ventura. He steps out of bounds. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Wide out in motion. To the air on first down. Got his man in the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Line gets set, first down. Touch pass on the run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. Tackled after picking up the first down. He's up to 73 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll give it to him again. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Tigers have this offense rolling. The give as they work on that clock. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Might as well give it to him again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking downfield, it's Harvey. Going for it all. Touchdown, LSU! And the pummeling has started. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Looking to move it through the air. He's got the back in the middle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab outside. It's Ventura. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. A&M comes back out with another first down. He'll just keep slinging it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Red pass, it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Ready to fire from the pistol. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Finding more yards with the spin move. He's piled up 112 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not likely to get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Harvey. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Turns it on in midfield. He's loose. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. No matter how much college football